Welcome back to the Socially Awkward Podcast. Hey guys, it is Vinnie, and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. I hope everybody had a safe travels for our holidays, and just a Happy New Year, guys. We are back. I was going to post the episode before New Year's, but that is not happening anymore because it's past New Year's. No, I decided that I wanted to take a little break before New Year kind of happened, just because I was a little stressed out, didn't really want to work, and I was like, you know what, it's the last week before we get back to work. So we're back here, and I'm really excited. Before we start, I want to thank you guys for listening to this podcast. It means a lot to me that I hear people come out to me and they're like, I listen to your episodes, I watch your TikToks about it. That to me makes me so happy, because I'm like, people who I thought that would not have watched this are watching it, and it's funny, it's entertaining, they're like, they love it all, and that means so much to me that I am entertaining people, because that's what I wanted to do for so long, and I just want people to know like who I am as a person, and it makes me so genuinely so happy that people are enjoying this. You know what, there's more to come with me, guys. I know you guys enjoyed the episodes of me and Asha. She probably will be like my part-time co-host, if anything. But for at least for a couple more episodes, I think it's just gonna be me. I might bring on some other new people, but you know what? We're gonna have fun. My New Year's was a little. It wasn't crazy. It really wasn't crazy this year. It was. I would say my New Year's this year has been probably one of the more chill ones than any other ones, in my opinion. Just because all the other ones, we were like, what are we gonna do? Who's all gonna come? I don't know. It just wasn't it. So actually, a couple of my friends were a little sick, and we were all just kind of running late. And we were like, you know what? Let's just have something here, literally at the last second. And then some of our friends came over, and then we kind of just went out after that. We met my sister out, which is really fun. That was actually kind of one of my highlights, that my sister came out with us and just met kind of all my friends. It was a good time. I got really drunk though. And that's kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, because I was like, I know I'm gonna like not be this drunk for a while. I'm quitting drinking. I'm gonna do like a 75 hard challenge starting kind of today. It's the 2nd of January. Yeah, overall with drinking, I'm fine with it. I don't really have any problems when I drink. It's more of like the health benefits that I get from not drinking. I just kind of been sick, and a lot of it is a little bit due to drinking aspect of it, which kind of sucks to say, but that's just kind of the hard truth. I hate the hangovers. I really haven't gotten them as bad as I used to, like a couple months past. My gut does not like alcohol. It really just changes all the bowel movements on there, guys. And I'm a little TMI there, but I'm being honest. It hasn't been that good. And just overall, just kind of sick. I'm 22 years old. I should not be getting like sick 4 or 5 times a year. That's not good, and a lot of it is due to like stomach problems. So I'm really focusing on gut health, what I'm starting to put in my body, when I'm congesting. It's just all that stuff, because I've been a little down the edge. I haven't really been eating that healthy for the past year, but we're gonna get onto it. Christmas. I hope everybody had a great holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hope Santa brought everything you guys wanted. I got a lot of fun stuff from both mom and dad. I really enjoyed my mom's side this year. I think it was a little bit more special just because like my mom decorates, she goes all out, and it's so cute, and it's always so last second that she decorates the house, but it's just the cutest. She decorates it to like top to bottom, and I don't know how she does it, but she makes it super cute. And my friend Asha, you guys know Asha, she kind of came over with my mom and was so cute. It is just a little bit more special with my mom this year just because all of us have kind of just had like really hard mental problems a little bit as of lately, And I think all of us just kind of coming together was just really wholesome, and it made it feel like family again. Because my mom's side of the family is really small, so it's not really just like a big party. So I think it means a little bit more to us. And then we played like my nieces and nephews are like getting older now, so like they're just like more funny, and I can connect to them a little bit more. It's just, I love it all. But kind of during Christmas too, I wasn't in the best mindset, and this is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about like a little bit of my friend situations. I'm not at all mad or upset. I mean, I should be. My friends tell me I should be, but I'm not. I'm also not talking any like shit about them. It's just kind of just how I've been feeling lately. I've been like hanging out with kind of a different group of people, just because in a ways I sometimes don't feel like I can be like 100% myself with some of the friends I hang out with. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, I think people kind of grow, and I love all of my close friends to fucking death. But also in another way, I feel like sometimes I get taken for granted a little bit more than I should, because I am very caring. If you mean a lot to me, I will do a lot for you, and I don't care if I have to like leave shit. I will do it for you. But sometimes I do feel a little bit taken for granted, and sometimes with some of my friends I feel that, and I know they don't mean it. It's not their fault. It's really nobody's fault. But sometimes I just I do feel like I get taken for granted, and sometimes I feel like if I want to say how I say, I'm a little scared to. And that's something I shouldn't be, because I feel like they might get mad at me for me feeling upset, you know? And that's something I shouldn't feel with friends that I think are close. And that's just something I kind of been processing a little bit lately. I'm so proud of all my friends, and that's another thing. It's like so confusing to me, because like a lot of my friends are like my age, starting like to figure out what they want to do, starting businesses, you know, like going in different career paths. Like I love that, and I'm so proud of them. But I hear some of my other friends like talking behind their back about it, and I'm like, why can't everybody just be happy for each other, you know? And like healthy competition is good, but in another sense, it's just like some people just really shit on each other. And I'm not, at least moving further on, I'm just not trying to like, I'm trying to cut out all the negativity at least as much as I can. I just had a lot of it, and sometimes with my friends I've always kind of felt like the oddball out, just a little bit throughout my whole life, and that's just like kind of just, I don't know, that's just kind of always how I felt. Sometimes I feel like that, but not all the time. I think that's just because of me. Sometimes I am in my head. I know they all love me, but it is a little weird. I think we're all just kind of changing too in a little bit, and they all have my fucking heart, and I'm not going to stop hanging out with them because they're my best friends. It's just like, I think I'm kind of starting to move out. At least in Wisconsin, I try to meet new people here, and I love it. But like, I was talking to a couple of my like guy friends, and they were like, Vinnie, like, you just move out of here, like you'll love it more. Like, people here can be very judgmental of people, and that's just something I feel like a Midwest thing is. And that's not a bad thing. I feel like people judge people all the time, and I'm do that all the time, and I talked about this in one of my first episodes. I mean, like, I judge. I'm really gonna not to, or try not to anymore, because like, why would I judge sometimes people that I don't even know? Like, why do I do that? It's just because I'm not gonna compare myself to people anymore too either, because I think that's one of the most toxic things that anybody can do, and I think that's a thing that's getting bigger, at least on social media, with it being here. Like, people compare themselves every day, and I do it too, and I'm going to try to step out of that, because that will, for one, build more confidence in myself, and just evolve throughout all aspects, like looks, work. Like, I'm just not going to try to compare myself and like almost challenge myself to that. I don't know, I'm kind of babbling over here, but I wanted to talk about other stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this part up. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic, because I'm kind of just babbling over here. This episode is going to be a little bit shorter too, guys. I'm trying to stick around that 20-minute mark because I feel like that's a really good attention span for everybody. The 40-minute episode that I did, that was like my first one. That one did pretty well. But I'm trying to stick around that 20-minute mark because I can get a lot in then. Oh, this is... Okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but on TikTok, this is totally different from what I'm going to talk about, guys. Gypsy Rose Blanchard got out of jail. If you guys don't know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is, she is this girl who suffered or is a victim of my Munchausen syndrome by proxy. That's not fully, I don't know if that's the right terminology, so don't judge me on that, but this is a case where a girl and her mom, basically what her mom did to her was make her medically induced, but not actually. So she thought, like, Gypsy thought she had like cancer and like muscular dystrophy. I don't know all the terminology, but I think there's like a series like on Hulu, it's called The Act, and it kind of like shows like what's behind it, but I don't know what's fully true and what's not. But she just got out of jail. She basically, why she was in jail was because she had her boyfriend at the time like stab her mom to get out of this whole situation of her like being like almost held captive. And to me, there's like two sides of the story on like social media right now, that it's Team Gypsy or it's like not, because the guy who stabbed her mom like had like, I believe, autism, and like Gypsy like knew what was going on and like used him. But on the other half, like people are like she had the right to, which I don't think is like I don't think anything like that should be like having a right to kill your mom. That's something that's not like cool. But I think it's so weird that one person, her mom, was so obsessed with like protecting her and like all this stuff, and now it's switched to like the whole internet. Almost like sometimes my TikTok videos is a little weird. It's like Gypsy, like people like creating stuff for Gypsy. I don't know. It's like it's funny, but it's also, I read the comments and I'm like, okay, maybe this is getting a little bit too like overwhelming. And she loves it. I mean, I know she said she loves the support and everything. It's just, I'm just like, this is like. I've like seen it, and she's like a trained liar, I guess, because like that's like her mom made her do, and I think she literally admitted it, like that she is a really good liar, and that's something I'm just like, holy crap, it's just weird. And you know what's another weird thing? That the guy who killed her mom like is from Wisconsin, which is just so weird to me because the weirdest people come out of Wisconsin. Jeffrey Dahmer. And I just figured out that there was like a bar like right by my friend's house where like Jeffrey Dahmer used to like go and like pick up his like victims. And there's like a stool that nobody sits in. I'm like, why do they still have that stool? Like, to me, I'm just like, what? I don't know. Guys, this is just like this whole past couple of 2 weeks has just been so weird to me. I almost felt like I've been in a daze. Oh, and that's something I want to kind of talk about. How like the past 2 weeks, at least just for me, I've just kind of felt disassociated. Not in a bad way, but I think that kind of comes with anxiety. And I'm going to talk about this in like another episode, how I kind of deal with my anxiety. I've definitely come a long way with anxiety and depression, but it's been weird, and I think it's something that I had to go back on my medicine for and stuff, which is I'm not mad about it, but I'm not like the biggest medicine taker. I just tend to forget to take it. That's why. But it's disassociation is real. I feel like a sim, and that's how if you ever played Sims, that's just kind of how it is. It's just because you're just going with the flow. It's just like you're like almost like an NPC. If you know what that is, that means a non-playable character. But that's just kind of how I feel. I think it's a new year, and I really do like this time of year a little bit. I hate it and I love it. I think because it's like a new year, it's like, okay, time to reset, Vinny, time to reset. But what I gotta keep in mind in the back of my head when a new year comes, it's like I start these goals, and I need to prepare myself that there is going to be failure, but that's the only way that I'm going to get more successful. I want to start a business this year, and I really want to badly. I have a couple of ideas that I want to do, and I hope they work out. That's just something I really, like I said earlier, I hope this podcast really blows off. I want people to know that, like, who I am and stuff. And each episode, not every episode is going to be super entertaining, guys, but also it's a way so you can see me. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Not every episode that people post should be entertaining, like super entertaining, or should be better from the next. They just go as a flow, and I feel like from a year from now, I hope this is super big. And maybe I might be somewhere else, guys. I want to move out of Wisconsin so bad, and I just want to meet different people. I want to meet new people. And it's not like I feel like there's not other people here with me, like with the same interests as I do. It's just, I think it's time. I think I've like kind of closed. I'm almost closing this chapter of like my Wisconsin, and I just want to move out. And that's another thing too. I should be more thankful that I am right here right now, because I am adopted from Guatemala. And if you know anything from Guatemala, my parents are like, you could be an MS-13, and that's like a gang over there. And I'm so thankful. And I think this year I need to really rethink that a lot, is that I should be thankful and I shouldn't complain about the little things, because my parents brought me here and I love them to death for it. I wouldn't even, like, I have so much opportunity right now, and I'm gonna take advantage of it, because there like are chances that I couldn't have been here, and like out of me, that's insane. Like the fact that I got picked as like out of all the babies, it's just like, I think it's so cool. If you guys didn't know, I am adopted from Guatemala. That's a little fun fact. But I need to be more thankful, because sometimes I am just super selfish, and I'm really just trying to grow in that way. I really want to be super work based, super like, hey, like I need to do this, but I also need to make sure I get that like personal life and work life balance. I'm searching for a new job. I have a couple of interviews, and I'm excited, guys. 2024, I personally feel like it's gonna be good. My health journey, health wise, I'm trying to get really into it, not quit, like really start eating right, like do the whole package, because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it at all. And I'm kind of sick of just having everything just be plain, if that makes sense. I want to keep growing, and I'm excited, and I think this might help me too kind of grow, and I want you guys to take it with me. You guys are going to come with me. And I'm so thankful for everybody who watches this. It means a lot to me. I know this episode isn't super intriguing. And I was kind of late to it, but we're here together. Thank you guys for watching Socially Awkward Podcast, episode 4, I believe. You guys can watch this on Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Music. And thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Bye.